Very good.
Okay, we can make a start.
Okay, perfect. So hello everyone. Before talking about Alp, I will just present myself real quick, and I will let also Manon present herself. I'm Marc Picot. I'm the manager of the project Alp as the commercial part. So I'm working with the global sales team, with Christelle Teams and Manon.
Yes, hello everyone. So I'm Manon. I'm working in the commercial engagement part of Alp, so helping the sales and hubs and brands across the world to deploy Alp to the hotel and to communicate everything to you.
Thank you, Manu. So before showing you the tools, which is quite really easy, to use, I want to put a little bit of context of what is Alp as of today and what is the meaning of Alp inside the Accor ecosystem. So Alp, place for Accor Leisure Partner Platform, is a platform dedicated to hotels and hub/brands, depending of when you are looking at, where you are looking at. Where the aim of it is to connect different partners behind that platform to control the promotion you create and your distribution for all the wholesalers connected via Alp. There is 3 wholesalers connected as of today: Hotelbeds, Wembeds, and Infinite. The last wholesaler that is kept in the LDS strategy, so leisure distribution strategy, is Expedia, which is working outside of Alp via their own extranet, as you already know well. So Alp is completely integrated to the ecosystem of, is completely integrated to the Accor ecosystem. What does it mean? It means that Alp is connected to TARS. TARS is connected to your PMS. So you have nothing to manage or nothing to do related to distribution. All the hotels are already connected to Alp and connected to Hotelbeds, Webbeds, and Infinite according to your own distribution. The key benefits of it is, as I already told you, it's integrated into the Accor ecosystem. So there is a seamless integration of your bookings. When Webbeds or Hotelbeds or Infinite is doing a bookings to your hotels, it will go from them to Alp to TARS to your PMS without any manual action related to that. The main and most important topic of Alp is the fact that this tool allows you to create promotion on top of your booking, so on top of the price that you send from TARS to the partner, directly via the distribution system and dynamically. What does it mean? It means whenever you want to create a promotion to boost your revenue on the wholesalers that are connected, so Hotelbeds, Webbeds, and Infinite, you can create it inside of Alp, and it will be displayed to the end partner, so to the clients, during 10 minutes times, nothing more than that. So that's something that can be really quick, and you can do it on your own via the platform. And as I tell you, it's dynamic. So the time to market when you want to create promotion, when you want to manage your own distribution related to that is really, really, really fast. So now that I put a little bit of context, let me show you the tool. So now I will just show you one of the two parts of Alp, which is the hotel webpage dedicated to the hotel. There is another part that I will not show it to you because it's more dedicated to Mathieu and Benjamin, which is the back office that will allow the brand or the hub, depending on their strategy and how they want to work, to have the visibility of all the hotels behind the scope that is dedicated to them. But let's look at it like an hotel. So as soon as you will have access, and I think, Benjamin, correct me if I'm wrong, but you have already shared the communication for the hotels to ask for their access to the hotel webpage.
Yes,
You will
we did it for MIAPAC, and NCA and ENA was already supposed to have their credential. But after the webinar, we will still send a link in case anyone would like to
have access. Yeah, there is no limitation related to the access, so you can create access for your hotels even if you don't use an email dedicated to Accor. We have put less security related to that to allow everyone to have access to the hotel webpage. So as soon as you have access, you will go on this link that is shared in every presentation and communication. so the link dedicated to the hotel webpage, and you will connect directly to the hotel webpage. I will take one hotel, for example, but you can select different hotels because in one access, you can have access to several hotels. So for example, if you are a revenue manager that is managing several Fairmonts, you can have several Fairmonts inside one account.
So for the homepage structure, as Mark said, this is the page you are landing in when you open Alp. So effectively, you can manage several access on this page and switch easily on your view in Alp. If you forgot to ask your access, your multi-hotel access, you can always contact Benjamin, if I'm not wrong, Benjamin, to ask him to add your other hotel. So in this part, you will have three main areas. So on the first part, you will have the bookings. So this view is showing you the booking made through Alp on the last 30 days from the three connected partners. So you have and hotel beds. So there will be always the split between the three of them. And then on your right, you will have the bookings that have a check-in date over the next 30 days with the same split. So the last part is the promotion part. And here you will, this is more important for you because you can see your bookings in your PMS. But here you will see the promotional impact of your offers made through Alp. So you will have the name of the promotion. For example, here we have the month of June and the revenue generated through this promotion. So you can also navigate through this page to see all your bookings and all your promotions, but we will come to that after.
Thank you, Manon. So as soon as you have finished with the homepage, you can go on the first part of the hotel webpage, which is the distributor part. It's one of the less important parts for you dedicated to the hotel webpage because you can't choose or manage anything related to that, but which is quite important for you, that gives you the complete visibility of which partner you are connected to as of today via Alp. So as you know, there is 3 different partners connected to Alp as of today, Infinite Webeds and Hotel Beds, and you will see every time the status of it. Online mean you are connected, offline that will be in red, mean you are not connected to. That will give you an overview of each wholesaler you are connected to via Alp. You can also export this list via Excel format if you want to talk about it with a web relay or support teams. That's always really useful to talk or open a ticket with an Excel attached.
So this is a booking page. So it gives you real-time visibility of all your bookings coming through Alp for your hotel. So the number of bookings will match those in your PMS and Risa Web. There is 3 key components on the booking tab. So the first one is the search bar. So here you can decide to search by several criteria. So you can search by the distributor you are looking for, the traveler names, the creation date, etc. And even if a promotion is applied on the booking or not. So you can, when you filter this, you can easily export the list of your booking. So if you are interested in seeing only the booking for web beds, for example, since last week, you can choose to filter, do a search, and then export, and it will give you the same view in an Excel format. So easily for you to track and isolate some bookings. After that, you have the overall booking list. So it's the table view just below. And here you will see all the booking details. So you will have the reference of Accor. So this is the same internal file number that you will find on your on TARS. Then you will have the reference distributor. So this is the reference that is coming in the distributor system. The status of your booking, so it will be confirmed, traveled, rejected or cancelled, distributor, the creation date, check-in, check-out, traveler's name, and on promotion, you will have the mention if there is a promotion applied to this booking. Then you will have the total booking, so this is the net amount, so the amount to charge on the VCC. If you want to have a closer look on your booking, you can click on it. For example, so let's take the first one, and here you will have the full view of your booking details. So the distributor, the hotel payment in VCC card, the booking date, creation date, arrival, departure, and the nights. And then the hotel details. So it's just a reminder, as you can have a multi-hotel access. It's just a reminder of the hotel you are looking at. So the name, the read code, etc. And then the room details. So here the room type, the hotel room name, and the travel name. Any preferences also. So then you will have the pricing breakdown. So you will have your gross rate. Oops. You will have your gross rate. So maybe we can cut the mic. Yeah. The gross rate, the original price sent via TARS, the TARS key rate plan that is being used for this reservation, and then the promotional impact per night. So you have the split view of how the discount is applied and the impact of the promotion applied in ALP. So this is the first time you can get this level of visibility and calculation and know how much money do you get at the end. So you will have also the VCC amount reminder, so what has been sent to your PMS. And then the cancellation policies. So this is also a reminder because this is related to your task setup. And the last part is the promotion info. So here you have the name, the level of discount, and then the booking period and stay period. So this is just for a reminder. So I think this is all you can see on your booking list. And we can move to the promotion part.
And now let's go to the topic which is the most important part of ALP, the promotion part. So as I'll already tell you, ALP is a connectivity platform that allows you to connect with the several wholesalers. And the most important part of ALP is the fact that you can create promotion on top of your rates to cap business from the wholesaler. There is two levels of promotion. Promotion suggested by the hub and your promotion. When you are connected via the hotel webpage, the only part that you can manage, as you can imagine, is the part that is calling your promotion. So it's the promotion created at hotel level. The promotion suggested by the hub are the promotion created via the back office. So from the brand / the hub and sent to the hotel as promotion level that you can accept or not, depending of the strategy of the hub. So to begin, that's the first one, and the first part, as exactly like the booking part, you have a search bar that will allow you to find the promotion you want that is already created. So you can search by name, you can filter if it's active or not. So active means the promotion is on sale as of today, not mean the promotion is past or not yet activated. If it's applicable or not, so if the booking period is set for today or in the future or not, the distributor concerned, Hotel Beds Infinitum Web Beds, obviously, the booking period and the stay period dedicated to your promotion. If we look a little bit in details of a promotion, if you want to create it, you just have to click on this button, create a promotion, and in fact, it's quite easy to create it. I mean, it can take less than 5 minutes, to be honest. And 5 minutes because I'm quite slow. In the first place, you create your promotion name. So it's important to put a name on it that will allow you to identify which promotion you have created and for which purpose. The description part, that you can put more information related to that to just understand what is the meaning of it, what you want to achieve related to that. If it's, for example, a promotion dedicated to summer, to winter, to weekend, whatever you want. So I will just put an example right there just to fill it. By default, the free distributors are activated. So if you don't push or click on it, the promotion you create will be sent to the three different partners completely identically. The offers, which is the discount rate. All the promotions that you create via Alp are working with the discount rate that you put. That means it's a percentage of discount that you are applying on top of your price that's coming from TARS. You can't create a promotion with a flat amount. Like, for example, I want to create a promotion with minus 50 euro. It's impossible. It will be always percentage of discount on top of your rates. You select, let me just put a dummy value. So let's say, for example, I want to create a promotion which is 10% discount. You select the rates, so the TARS key that you want to apply on. The TARS key that you have right there is the exact parallel of the TARS key that were already existing on each wholesaler. The only difference that we have put is you have the name of your rate level, and before the name of the rate level that you already know well from your own system, you will have two letters, AP, that just mean Alp. So the TARS key name, which is behind, that you can select right there, is the rate level plus AP in the first place. After selecting the rates you want to apply on, and you can select whatever rates you want, there is no limitation on it. You can select which room type on your hotels you want to apply the promotion on. So for example, if you only want to create a promotion dedicated to your higher level room types, for example, superiors, suites or everything, you can choose and only select this type of room types. So let's say, for example, I want to only set it for my superior balcony. And last part of the promotion, as soon as you have defined everything related to the name, distributor, percentage of discount rates and room types, you select the booking date. So just click on this small button and you select your booking dates on the calendar. For example, I will select only that. Inside this booking period, you can define one excluded booking period. And after, you go on the stay date, and exactly like the rest, you can select in your calendar. So you can select more than a week, and there is no limitation behind. And you can also define some excluded stay period. And as you can see right there, there is a small plus button that will allow you to add some excluded stay period as well. So remember, you can only define one excluded booking period as of today, but you can define several excluded stay period. As soon as everything is filled in right there related to your promotion, you only have to click on create. That will create your promotion, but that will not activate it. As soon as it's created, you will to go back on your promotion, click on this button, activate, and save. And as soon as you have clicked on activate and save, that means your promotion will go directly in connectivity. So in the matter of 10 or 15 minutes, the end partner, WebBeds, HotelBeds, Infinite, depending of which one you have choose or not, will receive that promotion, and we sell this promotion accordingly to the end client. So obviously, I will not create it. And to finish, as soon as you have completely created your promotion, you have a reminder of every promotion that you have created, since you have access to the hotel webpage. You can also export the list of the promotion that you have created, or you can also search, filter the promotion and export only the list you want. And the last part of the hotel webpage is your profile menu So obviously, exactly like every other platform that you have, you can change your password or logout. And there is right there a button for your language. There is 3 different languages that are available via Alp as of today, English, French, and Dutch. And a button help right there that will send you to the knowledge base via ServiceNow dedicated to Alp. And that's all for the overall solution of Alp. So as you can see, that's something that is quite quick and easy to understand. We have tried to put a solution that was really light, to don't put a lot of details or a lot of things to manage, because we know that you have a lot of things to manage according to each hotels. And that's it. So don't hesitate if you have any questions. I don't see on the chat if there is any questions, Benjamin, or if everything was quite clear.
I was just looking, so there is a question that just arrived. Actually, there is 3 questions from Fairmont Singapore. So first one, where can we see the remuneration of each account, or are they all the same, 13% and 20%?
For the remuneration, you can't see it via Alp because you can have several access to several hotels. So as you know, it's not possible to share the remuneration for different hotels at once. But obviously, that's something you can ask and we can provide if it's necessary. So there is no problem behind it, but you can't see it inside of Alp system. Okay. And according to the LDS strategy, as you know, we are planning to align every different wholesaler behind the same type of remuneration, so the same level. So every different partner behind Alp, so Infinite Webeds and Hotelbeds, will have the same remuneration percentage.
And there was a communication mark that went out on that very subject, I believe, on the 21st of May. Did it go to the hotels? I think it did.
Not at my level. It was shared to every web relay and stakeholder of Alp, but didn't go at hotel level.
Okay, all right. So I'll follow up with Sarah and Nguyen in the regional hub team, and we'll find out from our European colleagues as well if that's been shared with the hotels. But I think officially the remuneration was supposed to, alignment was supposed to start on the 26th of May, subject to the partners' capabilities.
Yeah, exactly.
And the alignment, I think, is at a discount rate of 20%. So the person that asked the question about 13, I think, is thinking about OTA remuneration and not connected to an operator remuneration. So guys, keep in mind that Alp is a B2B tool, and it is similar, if not replacing CTO. But you have to think that it is aligning with our leisure wholesale strategy, where the discount is usually around 20%. In the past, it's been as high as 24, but the new alignment is at 20%. And remember as well, this is a discount; it's not a commission. So when you talk about remuneration, which, you know, if I can be linguistically correct, you know, remuneration is when I pay somebody something, like a commission. This is not a commission. This is a discount. Whereas with OTAs, we pay them a commission. Well, depending on which model they're on, but quite often with OTAs, we pay them a commission. This is a discount. This is a net rate because it's B2B and it's leisure wholesale. I hope that helps.
So then we have another question on Alp. We can view on each booking the book rate and the gross rate. But is it possible to send that information in the reservation comment in Opera so RES team can confirm the rate accuracy and no need to check on Alp?
Technically speaking, it's not possible to send the different price that are behind Alp. So you will have normally the net rate that is on the VCC on Alp and the gross rate on Resa Web. And normally you will have also the VCC rate on the PMS, but it's not possible to send several rates inside the same booking on your PMS, simply because technically speaking, it's not possible. Tarsa is not working like that. So if you want to cross-check information that you receive via your PMS, which is initially correct, you just have to connect and check.
Okay. And
exactly
how
like
do
the several
we...
extranet that you have on the different OTA, obviously.
Mm-hmm. And the last one was, how do we audit rate and inventory parity?
What do you mean
What
by
was the
that?
question? Sorry, Ben?
Is how do we audit the rate and inventory parity? I think it's more like...
How do the hotels
Hi,
audit?
this is Kat from Fairmont, Singapore.
Hey, Kat.
So what I mean is, I'm not sure if this system is directly connected to TAS, whether it will be a situation of out of sync, but sometimes we do see our rate not being updated to various channels. So I just want to check, like, is how is this parity in terms of rate and inventory compared to the TAS, and if there is any discrepancy, how do we fix it?
If there is any discrepancies related to inventory or price, depending of who has raised the point. So if it's the partner that is saying there is a discrepancy, or if it's you that are finding a discrepancy related to that, you have several ways to manage it. You can't repush things via ALP. ALP is a switch, but you can't repush information that are coming from TARS because ALP is behind TARS. So you need to follow the usual process when you find discrepancies. So open a ticket, ask for the support and everything like that. And if you are, or if it's more urgent, you can raise also the topic to the web relay dedicated that can help related to that. But you can't manage your own pushes of price or availability via ALP. It needs to come from TARS in the first place.
So you mean on ALP there is a function or web page somewhere that we can push, click the rate push and inventory push?
No, exactly. That's my point. There is no possibility to do that via ALP.
Oh.
You need to do it via TARS directly.
So basically open a ticket on Welcome Now and ask them to push the rate.
Exactly.
Okay.
Like every other switch that you have. So for example, for Derbysoft, if you have exactly the same type of problem, so price discrepancy or inventory discrepancy, you will need to follow exactly the same process. So tickets and the repush will need to come from TARS in the first place.
Okay, thank you.
No worries.
So maybe the question was more towards like if the rates are leaked.
Esmir, we don't
leakage.
We don't hear you so well.
We don't hear you really well.
Yeah.
I know that you are quite far away, but not that far away.
Not that far away. So I was just like coming back to what Kat has asked about the discrepancy. I think so. The question was more towards like rate leakage, rather than like the hotel availability across the distribution channels, because like that's, I would say, like something not completely related to the ALP applications and the offers, because this impacts like total distribution ecosystem.
Yeah.
And I think so maybe the question, or at least my understanding, the question was like on how do we identify the leakage, which means like if the web bets or hotel bets would like onward sell those rates.
Okay. So for the several wholesalers that are behind ALP, obviously, normally all the offers that are coming via ALP are normally packaged offer. So as you know, normally there is no leakage behind that because the offer will be packaged. If anything happen related to that, because we know it can happen, if there is any leakage, you need to raise the topic directly to your web relay or your hub or brands dedicated, and we will make sure it will not happen again because we have a process dedicated to that we handle with the several partners, not only the ones that are behind ALP, but all the partners that are concerned about that type of price disparity, if I may, to manage it and make sure that they will not again do that type of onward distribution with the several partners that are behind them.
Thank you.
So I see a lot of questions in the chat, so I will take them.
Oh.
But the overall thing about the rate parity, I don't know if we did insist on it, but when you create the promotion, indeed you are by default it will select all the partner. You are manually able to pick one of them, but we always recommend you to offer the promotion to all partners to ensure the rate parity. So just no need to reinforce that.
Let me make an additional comment on that, Ben. Esmir and I were also just messaging on that one. You know, a little bit of background. You know, one of the reasons, there's a few reasons why ALP came into being, but one of the reasons was, you know, we're increasingly challenged with our B2B partners, and there being better rates available through Expedia. Because Expedia began distributing B2B rates some years ago, and a lot of our hotels were giving discounts on the Expedia partner platform, which were then filtering through into the B2B space, and that was upsetting our B2B partners because they were saying, you know, hey, Accor, I can buy your rates cheaper from Expedia than I can buy from you directly. So one of the reasons why we brought ALP into being was to create the same functionality with our key B2B partners, to create the same functionality to create offers to our B2B partners as we have with Expedia and have had with Expedia for some years, because we want to maintain a parity environment when it comes to B2B rate distribution, which means if you are creating an offer on ALP, you should distribute it to all of your connected partners. And you should go onto the Expedia platform and make sure you have a similar price point and offer available to Expedia's on their B2B pathway, which they've recently launched, or through the packaged pathway. We have to maintain parity across our 4 key B2B partners on our B2B pricing, not our B2C pricing, on our B2B pricing. We have to maintain parity with Expedia, Infinite, WebBeds, and Hotelbeds. If you don't, so there, you know, we were having some discussion with our friend and colleague Juan at La Hacienda. If we don't maintain parity, if we create an offer for Hotelbeds and we don't share that with WebBeds and Infinite and Expedia, then those other 3 partners are going to stop selling you. And worst case scenario, they stop selling you 100%, or best case scenario, they continue to sell you, but they buy you from Hotelbeds. But if you force them down that path, then they're not going to be your friends, and they're not going to support you when you want them, because they're going to say, hey, no, you always give the best rate to Hotelbeds. So, you know, now when you need business, why would I help you? So parity, B2B rate parity is really important across all 4 of those partners. I hope that's clear.
Very clear.
Thank you, Matthew. So there was another question from Virna in the Rafal Makati. Is the discount applied to RA1 reference rate or any existing offer?
You can choose whatever you want related to that. So whenever you create a promotion, you can select the overall restructure that you have. In fact, the overall restructure that you have dedicated to the wholesaler is available. And it's your choice to choose which Tarski, so which rate level behind, that will be impacted by your promotion. So for example, if you want to create a promotion in your RA1, there is no limitation behind that. That's not something that I will say that I will push technically speaking, because I don't think that's commercially speaking the best way, but you can. And if you want to create a promotion only on your RA4, RA3, or whatever you want, you can. All the restructure is available.
Then in the predefined rate level code, how can we identify which is the room only or BB? So when is it written when you select the code?
When you select the code, as I already explained, each Tarski which is on ALP, so the rate that are on ALP, are the complete replicate of what you have on TARS at the rate level.
So you need to check on TARS because it will not display RO or BB.
You need to check on TARS directly, and on TARS you can find the Tarski dedicated to ALP and the rate level which is indexed to that. So which ones are RO or BB or half board or whatever you want. If an hotel needs help related to that, we can extract via ALP the complete list of Tarski that are on ALP to help the hotels to understand exactly the restructure that is behind.
One more. If we plan to place additional restriction like length of stay, do we do this in the hotel distribution?
For the time being, yes, because obviously Alp is not erasing the information that are coming from TARS. TARS still the golden source dedicated to everything that is coming from connectivity. So if you want to apply a length of stay, a min max, or anything related to that, you can do it on TARS, and the promotion will only impact the price as of today, but will not impact the rest of the structure that you are sending via the distributors. Tomorrow, in the near future, we are planning to make Alp evolving a lot, and we are planning to implement this summer a min-max restriction inside the promotion. So in the near future, July or August, depending, you will have possibility to, on top of what you already have on TARS, because as I already tell you, TARS still the golden source, have the possibility to create a promotion and add a min-max stay inside the promotion that will apply on the rates that are coming from TARS in the beginning.
Okay, so this is an evolution that is coming shortly,
yes.
right?
Well, yeah, to answer shortly, as of today, if you want to apply min-max, length of stay, everything related to that, you need to manage it on TARS, TARS key or rate level, depending on what you want to apply. Tomorrow, you will have possibility to add it inside the promotion coming from Alp directly.
Okay, then there was a discussion with Juan. I think it was discussed with Helen and Matthew. What else? Justine, hello. Since the shift to Alp, we have noticed that the market code has changed to TIM instead of WFK. The market code of what? Of the CTO booking?
Hello, can you hear me?
Hello, yeah. Yes, we can.
Yeah, hello. So it's in the reservation, so on Opera Cloud now. So we saw that, you know, so usually like team, so it's for OTAs, but now, so like with the shift to Alp, so we realized that all the booking now are entering to our PMS with the market code, the same one as the OTAs. But before, you know, it was different. So you had a market code. So WFK was like for wholesalers, and TIM was like for OTA. So it's like two different markets. One is like B2B, the other one is B2B. We also have like a budget, you know, in each market. But so now we just realized, you know, like we've been discussing that with a few other properties as well. And so we didn't know that you were going to change the market codes. But it's more like I don't know, like a sales thing, or like how do we manage our budget and so on with this.
Okay. Then can you send me an email with a concrete example of it? Because I don't want to answer too quickly on that, because it's more technical via the PMS team that are behind Alp. So I will make sure to have a proper answer then.
Okay, thank you.
And would you mind copying me on that question? Because I get the concern around budgeting. And I also then have a concern about us being able to correctly, you know, monitor the movements in segmentation.
Exactly.
I mean, in theory, what we should be seeing as we continue down this path, you know, is a decrease in our dynamic. A decrease in our static leisure and an increase in our dynamic leisure.
But exactly, that's what we realize. Yeah.
Yeah, but we still want that Alp B2B business to go to leisure wholesale ideally, or to go under a separate rate code, so we can distinguish it from OTA production, because they're two very different animals, you know.
Exactly, that's why we didn't understand the shift. We've been discussing that with the Fairmont Monaco, and you know, for instance, like for us, you know, as sales, we do have objective on wholesaler, because that's you know, like partners that you meet, like, you know, some of my agencies from Middle East or India, they do book us, you know, like through hotel beds or web beds, but then the OTAs are only like B2C. So for me, it's like two different markets. So we thought that it was kind of strange that now it was like merging into only like one market. And again, we also have like the budget concern as well. So yeah, but I'll follow up on that. Yeah. Thank you.
No, do please send us an email and we'll have some additional conversations around that, because I think that's a really good question.
Thank you.
Thank you, Justine. That's a good question indeed. Next one from Molin. Are we able to set different cancellation policy and restriction for each offer in ALPP, in ALP?
So for the cancellation policy, it's managed directly via TARS. So which cancellation policy which be applied on the promotion are the cancellation policy applied on the rate directly. And for the second part, sorry, it was the
restriction.
Everything will come from TARS except the booking period and stay periods according to the promotion. But it's just adding on top of what is already existing on TARS.
Maybe to clarify, Mark, to say like whatever has been applied to the rate level from which you're deriving an offer is going to be applicable to an offer itself. So like, let's say like if they change the sales conditions to the rate itself, but not to the offer, so those will also apply to the offer itself.
Exactly.
Yeah. So if they close the rate, the offer will be closed.
Exactly.
Okay.
Imagine the promotion like just something that is adding on top of what you have already on TARS. It will never replace, it will always be added on top. So whenever you make a change on TARS, on your rate, on your TARS key, whatever you want, it will always impact the promotion, but never the inverse.
Okay, another one from Kat.
Sorry, Ben.
Yeah.
Sorry, Ben. Like, just maybe like circle back one more time, just for a team, if they have understood what Mark has re-explained one more time. So if you can give thumbs up if you're okay with what has been explained, or like you need more clarification. Okay, great. Thank you.
So another one, what's the yielding policy of all the ALP rates? Can we yield based on the rate after discount, or we follow the rate before discount? Example, public rate 400, ALP rate 320, IDs LRV at 330. Can ALP rate be closed? Maybe same for TARS Hotel. It makes it difficult to review the wholesale performance. I don't know if you want to precise your question on the phone on the call, Kat.
Oh, sorry. My first question is the yielding policy. So, because there are a 20% margin, so are we allowed to close them up when business is when business is good and the system is proposing a high LRV?
If I can take this one, Ben.
Yeah, please.
So like the yield or the hurdle rates will apply to the rate itself, but not to the offer. So again, coming back to the sales conditions, to what we have said a while ago, like if you have a hurdle or a bid price applied on FLRA1, which the TARS key has been linked to, so that's going to be the hurdle applied also for the offer. So as long as the rate is open, the offer will be open.
So every time that's the current setup.
And it's going to continue, like it's going to maintain exactly the same setup. So there's no additional hurdles or yield categories being applied to the offer itself. It's still always on the rate.
So you manage all your sales condition, everything at the rate level as you do today. The offer will be impacted because it's indexed on this rate. Right? This is that, Esmir.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, but I mean, you can set it in the hotel distribution portal to adjust the value of this particular rate, right?
So you would change that?
I just want to understand the policy because I mean, if we are really
I don't think so. That
busy,
you should be changing it. Like you shouldn't be changing the yield adjustments on the rate that are already available. Maybe separate conversation on the yield adjustments for the rate codes. We could.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you,
And
Kat.
then the second one was just to echo what Justin said. Like even because our side is a TAS hotel, and even from our side, we also see our rates is go under to TD or TA. The public segments instead of the wholesale segment. So we do see a huge shift. Wholesale or like a significant drop of wholesale, and it's very hard for us to tell or separate the performance of the bad banks and versus OTAs and public indirect, etc.
Okay, so
Mark,
I think
could you?
it's related to the question of Justine, and I think this is something
exactly.
to be
Correct.
clarified in
Yeah.
terms of tracking of segment and market code. We need to double check that in Central. Yeah.
Yep.
Mark,
Thank you.
could you please forward the same question to our pricing team?
For the
Like-
TD and TA repartition
That's
related
correct.
to the rate?
Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
But
We'll
when
circle back with the pricing.
yeah, and when Justine will send the email, we can also share with our pricing team in Fairmont and Raffle. Okay. All right. I think that's it. Yeah, I don't see any other question, guys. If you would like to take the mic and ask more question on the tool itself, we are happy to answer with Mark, Manon, and everyone.
Hi, Mark. Hi,
Hello.
Hi, Benjamin. Hi, how are you?
Hello, Tusha.
I'm good.
Thanks. Just have a small query. How this will be once we give this offer? How this gonna be promoted internally among the hotel beds and others? Will they get some kind of a notification that there's an offer coming from a Fairmont hotel?
Yes, in fact, depending of the web relay and the strategy that you have, they will have the possibility to check the offer that is sending via the connectivity, and we also, as web relay level, extract the promotion that are created every week, every 2 weeks, send it to the partner to be sure that they have the correct visibility of what is happening also on their side, and they mark up it. So when I'm talking about markup, I'm not talking about the fact that they do, different prices, but they flagship it, if I may, on their side to the client to say that there is a promotion here.
So just to add, this would be a bundle rate, or they will be showing the rates, our rates to the B2C client?
It will be only bundle rate.
Great. So there will be no disparity in terms of a
Yes.
customer reaching us to directly as well as,
Obviously,
reaching out to the B2B.
it
They're
is only sold on package.
Yeah, they're contractually obliged for the B2B environment on that packaged element. And the whole point, as Matthew was touching on earlier, with ALP is to address our distribution path and to prevent this disparity. So that's protected in the contract.
Great. One last question. We also have like a 3 nights and a 5 nights packages. Since we are a destination, we also have a lot of inclusions in that packages. Can we do that as well? Or it's just breakfast?
For the time being, but as the min-max stay, as I already tell you, which is an evolution that we want to implement on ALP this summer, we are also implementing the 3 nights possibility. So you will have possibility to create in your promotion a 3 night part dedicated to the promotion also.
Nice. Great. Thank you.
So it's coming.
Thank you.
And once Mark and Manon and the team will confirm to us the new ALP evolution, of course, we will share and do a massive communication to all the DOS at Fairmont Raffle to make sure everyone is fully aware of the latest capabilities of the tool. Yeah.
Yes, you will have the complete visibility of it and also the process and tutorials dedicated to make sure that you understand well and apply well also the new evolution on ALP.
Great.
I will share. Thank you, Tusha. I will share with everyone this recording session, and I also remind you there are some e-learning module for ALPP that have been created by the Paris team, and we will share it with you also, in case any new team member would like to do them. All right.
If you have any questions on everything, don't hesitate to reach out. Myself and Manon, and copy also Benjamin and Matthew, obviously.
Yeah.
But we are always happy to help and answer to all your questions dedicated to that.
You see, there was good questions. Interesting one.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
very good.
maybe one of the best sessions that I ever had with hotels. So
you see,
I'm not saying that
you
because I
see.
like Fairmont.
You know, that's Fairmont
Yeah,
raffles. You know, that's making special happen right there.
yeah.
Guys,
Thank you, Mark.
give
Thank
him
you.
some hearts.
Thank you, Mark.
Let's
Thank you,
send him some
Manon.
hearts.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone. And I'm expecting more tonight.
So many pressure now.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you,
Thank you, everyone.
Matthew. Thank you, Mark.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.